Today we're going to talk about preparing for the coming trading week. Stay tuned, traders. We'll be right back. Good day, traders. I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Sunday afternoon in Perth. We're going to be talking about preparing for the coming trading week in sort of a short version of what my preparation is like on the weekends, and we'll go through sort of how we can use that part of the daily routine. We talk about in the 7-step daily routine for high performance traders is journaling, goal setting, reviewing your playbook, mindset training, those sorts of things. But today, again, it's really important. You can conceptualize a lot of stuff, like trading can be, entry, exit, stop loss, all that sort of stuff. But what I think really is really important is actually deconstructing everything down into the simplest form of what really happens day to day for you in your daily life. Now, I can't speak for you what goes on in your daily life, but I know for me, I've got 3 young kids. I'm busy. The weekends are full of sport. Monday through Friday, in between sport and school and other responsibilities, your day can get away from you. And I think it's important with your routine that part of that on the weekends, in terms of, I think 80% of your success in the markets comes from your preparation, maybe 90%, whatever that is. Again, just read an article. Statistics show more than 95% of traders, retail traders, fail. And I think, again, I'm going to really emphasize the importance of understanding, especially in the Forex markets, knowing your opponent. And you're up against, institutions, banks, central banks, hedge funds, the best of the best. They know all the tricks, ins and outs. The markets are there to take your money. And so in order for you to be able to position yourself with the smart money and be an elite performer, be in that 5, 3, 4, 1% that are taking money home every week, you need to completely regiment yourself into routines so that you can not only stay at the top of your game, but maybe keep getting better as well. Anyways, so today just talking about some simple steps that will help you, again, move in a direction of constant progress. The universe abhors a vacuum, so the more effort you're putting in, not just sitting at the screen and trading more or anything else, but actually doing the work, deconstructing your successes, your failures, your behaviors, your mental barriers, your emotional state, all the little things that may be causing you to self-sabotage or to be consistent in your trading or to have a consistent approach in your trading plan or to be executing your trading plan, whatever those things may be. It all boils back down to the tiny little things that you do every single day. So the first thing I like to do on the weekends and Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings is I like to review the previous week. So I like to go back and look at what trades I took. Were they part of my best playbook trade setups? Were they good trades? If I took the right trades, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Did I get in too late? Was I afraid of missing out? Did I chase a trade? Did I get into the trades, the best trade setups that are in my playbook? Did I enter when I should have entered? Did I place the proper position sizing and risk management that I'm supposed to be taking? Did I adjust my stop loss to break even at the right time? Did I watch the trade or did I set and forget? What was my execution like? My goal is always to just be refining that fine art of executing my trading plan as flawlessly as possible. I like to take some playbook screenshots. So again, if there was some best trade setups, did I get those? Did I miss some? I'm not too worried about missing trades because I can't necessarily pick up all the trades, but I want to know if there was other great trade setups that fit that criteria. How did they play out? How would I have managed those trades had I taken them? And is there a better way for me that I could have potentially picked those up in my filtering and my scanning through Metastock? And then I like to journal them. And again, with the Edgewonk software, part of what I'm doing is simplifying that into 2 or 3 simple trades so that I can code that into my Edgewonk a lot simpler. And as I get more and more data, I'll be able to collectively be looking at 2 or 3 metrics, 2 or 3 trade setup metrics, rather than just having multiple trade entries in. So that's what I'm using. But the Edgewonks, it's incredible. So I'm trying to actually get it to work better for me by simplifying my strategy and my data that I'm entering even more. So then for this coming week, so I review that. I look at what did I learn, what did I do well, what could I have done better? Did I achieve some of the goals from the previous week? What can I do this week? Where can I raise the bar on myself? Unless you're sort of challenging yourself to get better all the time, you not only will necessarily plateau, but you may even decelerate or digress a little bit from moving forward. So if you're green, you grow. If you're ripe, you rot. So what are my goals for this week? So some of my goals for this week are to tweak my scan a little bit more so I can filter a few things out and really just identify even better. That's just sort of what I'm playing with my Metastock coding. So I filter the daily data every morning before I look at the charts. I run scans looking for different setups. I look for pin bars, inside bars. I'll look for pullback setups, 3-4 bar movements with 1 bar pullbacks over the daily. So over the 28 pairs, I use the scan to sort of run through them right away and give me that information of which pairs fit that criteria in 10 or 12 seconds. So then I want to look and mark off my daily and intraday levels. So for example, on all the dailies, I use peak, trough, support, resistance, supply, demand, whatever you want to call it, but I have my major levels. But then I'll also go down and have my previous week's highs and lows marked off as well. So that's a little bit separate from support and resistance, but I also like to see my weekly highs and lows for each of the major pairs. And then of course I go to my intraday levels, my hourly charts, because I do still look at my hourly charts, and I want to know, is there any potential setups that tie in with my daily levels and the intraday levels, and looking at the week, which days are primarily for the British pound, but also obviously major interest rates. Like Friday was non-farm payrolls. But I want to know, is there anything setting up potentially where that news release could act as a potential catalyst? So if I was going to go to my hourly system, I want to know, when is that catalyst going to take place? And I will watch those charts to see how they progress over the day and the few days or the day as Asia closes and London opens, to see if there's an opportunity where I can take a predefined risk for an asymmetrical risk-reward type trade. Then I go down and I look, and I want to know over the gain the previous week, coming back to that first part, if I need to look at any pitfalls in my trading. So, I've narrowed down, if I do go to the hourly charts during the week or during the day, I only go down to the computer to look at that an hour before the Asia close. So I do not care what happens prior to that during the day. I don't need to be getting onto the screen or anything else, but I go there and I want to know, is there any loopholes in my execution? So going back, is there anything that I need to change about my approach, my preparation? Is there noise or clutter in the house? Is my desk clear? All the little things that am I set up properly each day to execute and be focused on the charts when I'm there. And that goes for the morning when I run my daily scan. So basically I don't want any clutter. I'm looking for certain types of triggers, and I don't want any other interference to that. So when those trade setups are there, is it easy for me to place my orders and my stops, etc., or do I have other things or analysis paralysis or anything else? So again, execution is what this is all about. I can have a trading plan, but is there anything when I go to live screen that interferes with me executing that trade system? Excuse me. So the next part for the week, do I have anything that I want to focus on in terms of mindset training? Am I reading any articles or books or any types of information, or listening to things or watching things? What am I going to be doing for the week? That ties back in with my goals, but I try to have something every single day that I go through. Some of it's short. I have a little audio file that I made that I listen to every morning and every night that I put on my phone. And that's a 3-minute little recording where I go through some affirmations and a few little statements that I use to just orient myself back to the big picture, where I'm focused just on purely executing my trading plan and growing my capital base as best I can. I'm not attached to the individual results of those trades. I'm not trying to grow things at an unrealistic rate. I've set some pretty lofty goals for myself, but that is, you know, part of me maintaining my growth mindset to continue to trade successfully and grow that trading account. And these are things that I do. So again, this is just sort of, you know, again, if you're an elite athlete and you've got games coming up, or you're going into the playoffs, or, you know, this is just your daily routine to make sure that during the season you're at your best day in and day out. I use this little sort of framework, again, tying in with my 7-step daily routine to just keep focused on the coming week. So game time's tomorrow morning. Now, you know, I've already reviewed the calendar for the week. I've got my levels set up. I've gone through my playbook, and I know that this week there's going to be more great trades. Now, the question is am I going to be prepared when they come and they fit my criteria to execute those flawlessly and not allow other things to interfere with performance on the day? So hopefully you got some value from today's video. Set up your own preparation schedule for the week. Don't just show up on Monday and start clicking the mouse. You know, again, it's not, we talked about this in one of the other videos. It's not about one great trade doesn't make a great trader. It's the ability to execute over and over and over again that makes a great trader. And that's what will put the odds in your favor of continued success, is when you reorient yourself back to the basics every single day, stay focused on your job, which is to manage your capital and to take high probability, possibility trade setups where you can predefine your risk and you've got an asymmetrical risk-reward setup. Keep getting better, stay focused, prepare yourself for the week ahead. There's only one person that's holding you back from achieving the goals in your trading that you want, and that's looking back at you in the mirror. So find out where your little hurdles are. If you're hitting the trades and you're doing all that properly, keep doing what you're doing. Stay focused and keep going. If there's room for improvement, deconstruct your day, deconstruct your trading, deconstruct all the daily little habits that you have, and look at where you could improve and inch forward, make progress. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over again hoping that you're going to hit a home run, because most likely the home run might come along, but you might not still be in the game to hit it. So stay focused, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacy Burke from Stacy Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at stacyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.